Hello everyone, time for another taste test, and today I'm going to be trying the new Dairy Milk Vote to Keep Me flavours. These were inspired by 3 different members of the public, and one will remain and be permanently on the shelves, so the Cadbury's website says, from January 2022. And you have to vote for your favourite. I'm going to see today which I think my favourite will be. And apparently the vote is going to be decided by 80% from the public vote and 20% from sales. So the 3 we have got are Fizzing Cherry, we've got Banoffee Nut Crumble, and then we've got No Frownie Brownie. So we're going to go through each one in turn. Now the No Frownie Brownie one was inspired by Sophie Mimil, I think that's how you pronounce her name, and she said it was inspired by rainy days spent baking with her mum, a fellow self-confessed chocoholic. I do like my chocolate. And it also just says on the front, milk chocolate with gooey chocolate brownie chunks, golden salted caramel chips and crumbly biscuits. Now that answers my question, because I was hoping there was going to be brownie pieces in it, because it's one of those things that you, to experience the brownie aspect outside of just a normal brownie, like in a chocolate bar, you need to really have that texture as well to get the sort of full experience. The flavour is easier to do than the texture, if you know what I mean. A bit like the marmalade on toast biscuits I was talking about in my previous taste test. If you haven't seen that, check that out on my channel. So let's give this one a try. I'm gonna cut them open, because I know ripping anything with plastic deafens people if they've got earphones on. Now, I do love brownies like most people. I'm not a massive fan of salted caramel. I know there may be people out there in gasps at me saying that, but now, we haven't got smelly vision, but yeah, a slight even of the smell of the salted caramel and the brownie. Now let's get into this. If it wants to come out of the packet, that is. So you can see like a brownie piece there on the corner. Now, the salted caramel doesn't come through as much as I thought it would. There's not a lot of texture from brownie. I'm just going to have another piece, just for research purposes, you understand. The concept, I think, is a great idea, fudge brownie, and obviously, Sophie's idea. Obviously, she puts her ideas forward. I'm not quite sure how the process works, and obviously I imagine there'll be loads of taste testers, and they put together how it may be, but I am a bit disappointed in that. And I would say that now I've had another piece, the salted caramel comes through a lot more, so I'm quite disappointed in that one. Not very browny at all. Maybe it should be called No Frownie Brownie. Sorry about that, but that one, yeah, is in third place at the moment for me. So let's see if you know, don't get me wrong, it's a nice flavour, a nice chocolate bar, but I think it lacks the brownie flavour. Definitely salted caramel is the overriding sort of flavour. Now, let's move on to Banoffee and Nut Crumble from Josh Clark. And it says, after much taste testing with his #1 sous chef, which is his son, inventor Josh, created a bar inspired by his two favourite dishes. And of course, Banoffee pie, of course, is famous for having bananas in it, and of course toffee. That's where the name comes, sort of combination of the name. And so this bar's also got nuts in as well. Now, of course, we know what nuts are like in dairy milk chocolate, because if you've ever had fruit and nut or the whole nut bar, you'll know what that's like. I'm hoping there's going to be a strong banana flavour, but I hope the toffee doesn't override it. Let's have a smell. I'm not really getting any overriding flavour. I will say one thing. I swear these squares are getting smaller and smaller and just shrinking. First impressions, it's got some crunchy bits in, which are the nuts. The banana is very subtle. I'm going to have another piece because again the salted caramel come through last time a lot more on the second piece, so let's try and see if we can get the banana a bit more. Not really a lot on even on that second bite. Is it just that I'm expecting a lot from the flavours? You know, I mean, banana is a flavour. You can, you know, if you think back to those bananas you used to get for a penny, that probably cost about 10p each now. They had a real strong hit of banana. And you know that it's very, very weak, the banana in that one, so it's hard actually to decide out of those two which ones I like the most. The first bite I had, I could get faint banana, but I mean I was especially looking for that flavour rather than the toffee, so psychologically maybe, you know, that's why I sort of detected it a bit more. And of course it's not down to the people inventing it, you know, they've given their ideas, it's down to Cadbury's to make it. Last one we have is Fizzy Cherry. Now this is from Roxy Amini, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's an experimental baker, Roxy. She wanted to be able to enjoy her favourite summer fruit in the best possible way, wrapped in chocolate. Now, cherry and chocolate, of course, are a great combination, and Fizzy Cherry is going to be interesting. Now, Oh yeah, now on that Banoffee one, I didn't read out just what it said on the front, which was milk chocolate with Banoffee pie inspired fudge pieces, golden almond caramel pieces, and crunchy biscuits. Yeah, which I don't think that really lived up to that. Now on this fizzing cherry one, it says milk chocolate with soft chews of fruity cherry pieces, tingy cracking popping candy, and crunchy biscuits. So that answers my question. That's how they're going to get the fizzing cherry is the popping candy, which that one they do, the dairy milk with the popping candy in it. And I really like that bar marvelous one or something it's called, isn't it? That's really good. So I'm hoping that this one's going to be you know, you're going to get the cherry flavour, but not too much of the popping fizziness. If you've tried these, please let me know in the comments, because I'd love to know what you think. You know, am I being too harsh? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Which one is your favourite? Which one would you vote for or will be voting for? And if you haven't tried them, go and try them. Most shops are selling them for £1 a bar. So while they're on offer, it's a good time to try them as well. That's interesting. The smell of this one's got more of a sort of a baking taste to it, even though it's smell. Sorry, even though it's not the brownie one, which is interesting. Now let's have a try. Well, the popping candy is definitely not as intense as it is sometimes in bars. It's got cherry pieces in it, but again, not much of a cherry flavour. Let's just have another piece. That one I would say definitely very disappointing. I know, like I say, I'm sounding very harsh here, but it's my honest opinion, and that's what I will do. Give my honest opinion. I know it sounds like I'm being harsh, but you know, it's just my honest opinion of what I think of them. Like I say, let me know in the comments what you think. So, putting it to which one would I vote for? You know, well done for all the people getting their ideas through to Cadbury's, because I imagine there would have been hundreds, maybe even thousands of combinations. It's just I don't think Cadbury's has executed them as they could have been. If I'm having, so for example, and I know the dairy milk pieces are very small, and you know, to get pieces of brownie in there, you know, you're not going to get it. But even if you had, I think, like one piece in each square, you know, to get that sort of hit would have been something. And the Banoffee one definitely would have rather much of a bigger banana hit. I'm quite surprised the toffee didn't come through that much. And same the cherry one, the cherry piece is really small. I mean, you could have definitely made them bigger. Now, this is going to be hard. I think I would put the Banoffee one first. I think now, brownie or cherry, I think I'm going to go brownie next and then cherry last, because I'll tell you why. Because the cherry one, the pieces were so minute, and you know, they could have even maybe done sort of a cherry, you know, a rather liquid, you know, kind of you know, like you have with some chocolate, like you do with alcoholic chocolates, but just obviously make it non-alcoholic and just put you know, a liquid in there would have been nice. I'm sure you still could, you know, alright, maybe you couldn't do the popping candy because of it reacting with it, but I'm sure there's something they could have done. And yeah, so that's my opinion, so I hope you will tell me your comments on what you think of them, because I'll be very interested to know what you think. So, hope you enjoyed that taste test. Be lots more taste tests. I'm going to be doing a very interesting one soon on tinned food. So we've got an all-day breakfast, burgers in a tin, mixed grill in a tin, various other ones, which I'm looking forward to trying. They're not something I'd normally buy, but it's great to do these taste tests and get your feedback on what you think of these. So let me know in the comments. Please like the video so other people can see it. Please subscribe if you haven't done already. And thanks to everyone that has. Much appreciated. And I'll see you again very soon for another video. Take care. Bye for now.